Denny Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulls and fires complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Hill. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Here's more to throw. Finds his man. It's hooked. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Moore. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Falter, Bill Musgrave, or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dante Moore throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown time. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Coming out with it, it's Hill. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Throwing more. Moving away from pressure. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Goes high to pull it in. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Moore to the air. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Made another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Caught! Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's got enough to move the chains on 4th down, and it sets him up with a 1st and goal. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll go play action with Mack. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think you guys, all of us up here, were thinking run. It's on the 1-yard line, but this offense, they knew what they were doing. They had this play ready to pull. Play action, throw the football, the 1-yard touchdown pass.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Moore from the gun on third down. Quickly complete. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore to the air again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Upstairs to make the catch. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. Austin Mack. Moving out to the right. Floats it out in space. There's some room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Running the red zone. It's Hill. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down? And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Throwing Mack. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The run inside. It's Davison. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Sends it downfield. Brings it in down the left side. Turning on the Jets. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. And the returner is stopped. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Trying to beat him to the left. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Mack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it right on the field. Could be an alley. Ripped off a huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, and get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. They'll go play action with Mack. Under fire. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Here's Moore to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can...
Going over the top. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. One more snap coming before halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tide ready to roll on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down, and here they go. They're going fast, no time to substitute, got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Austin Mack. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Moore to the air. He's going to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Dante Moore fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go play action with Matt. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using his feet. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quickly complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing Matt. Looking to the big tight end. This time on target. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Dropping back, it's Mack. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
2-14 close. 2-14 close.
Mack. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And he will roll into the end.